said I'd cooperate with you.
Well, hey guys, welcome back to another video. And today we'll be talking about Mama Kafka again, but more specifically, things you should know before you pull on the Kafka banner, because as everyone knows, in like 2 or 3 days, the Kafka banner will finally be live, and a lot of stuff came out about it because Hoyo showed off her kit a little in Hoyo Labs, as they like their official website, and they kind of showed us her kit, but they didn't show us her numbers. But we can get a gauge on this, but we won't be able to gauge the numbers. But I figured with this information, I figured why not talk about things you should consider before you pull on Kafka, because I'll be honest, I think when Kafka drops, there's gonna be a lot of mixed reception on Kafka, because for one, I think a lot of people are expecting Kafka, and I was in the past, to be like a main DPS, but realistically, I'll have to get into this right now. So what I said, this video will be divided into parts, because that's how I like to do my videos, and I should say this, I won't be discussing any leaks because I don't want Hoyo to terminate my channel. With all that said, we can begin right now.
Now then, where are you hiding?
So the reason why I said Kafka gonna have a lot of mixed reception when she comes out, because I think a lot of people thinking that Kafka gonna be this big DPS unit that can just be hyper invested and do big PP damage. But realistically, if you look at any of the leaks or any of the things that Hoyo showed by themselves, you would realize a few things. For one, if you looked at the leaks, you'll see that if you build her for personal damage with crit and stuff, she kind of mediocre and lackluster, because that's not Kafka's purpose. Kafka's purpose is not to be a DPS. She is an enabler, aka she's a driver. And what that means is how her skill works, and that's the main source of what she's gonna be doing. She will be driving DOT and making it pop. And what that means is, let's say you have a sample who triggers wind shear, right? When Kafka uses her skill, it does 2 things. The first thing is apply the shock effect, and also if there's any type of DOT damage inflicted on the enemy, she will make it reenact basically, and make the enemy take it immediately when Kafka uses her skill, and then the enemies will take it again when it's their turn. So she's basically activating wind shear basically, and that can be said for all the DOT damage, and then that can be especially said for both bleed and shock, which is going to be her big thing. So you ideally want to use Sampo and Luca, but we have to see how powerful it is when they're officially out, because I don't really want to discuss the numbers, because as I said before, so we have to let the content creator figure out that. But the only reason I'm saying not to build her for crit, because her only notable skill that actually have a decent multiplier is her skill, but she does so much as a driver. Just you're better off making her an enabler for DOT, because that's gonna be her bread and butter. And I'll be honest, I think she'll be the best driver for DOT in the game for sure. And also the amount of investment you would need just to get her to drive is much more easier than building for crit. And it kind of sucked that she's not a DPS, because I was kind of hoping she was a DPS just for the lols to say FU servers, but that's not the case. But what do I say? I said everything about she not DPS, because I think we should move on to the next thing, shall we?
Let's go, Blady.
Okay, so what do I mean by she both easy to build and also a pain in the ass to build? Because for one, she's very easy to build for relic wise, because for one, all you need is just attack. That's it. It builds she with as much attack as you can, so she can drive the DOT damage. That's it. And also, I just learned this. You wouldn't build any hit rate on Kafka, because for one, in her traces, she gets actually a good amount of hit rate, and with some lucky rolls in your substats, you don't have to run hit rate on the body piece, which is actually kind of nice. Because with the substats, and if you max out all her traces, your Kafka will be chilling. And the thing with break effect, I always thought she would want to build some break effect in Kafka, but realistically, the shock break effect is really kind of not good for building break effect. It doesn't give you the same value doing break effect with something like wind shear, bleed, or the quantum break. So ideally, you'll build break effect on someone like Sampo or Luca for sure. And obviously you want to build speed on Kafka, of course. So you would always build speed on Kafka. So what I can see being her best set is the two-piece attack set, the cowboy set, and the two-piece speed set, who I think will be her best set. There might be a better set, but we have to see when she come out. But I think that'll be a good set too, because and for planner ornament, it's kind of a tosser because you can run the one that gives energy recharge, you can give the one to give team buffing capability, like let's say using serve out on the team. You can do a lot of stuff, but I think it's anything that had good substats in my opinion. Okay, now here's where she's also a pain in the ass to build. Now for one, as I said, she's easy for relic, but since she's a DOT driver, here's where the pain really comes in. You have to get your Kafka to level 80 basically, because how she's gonna work for the driving, you will build like attack on everything, probably on speed and recharge roll, but basically you will want to get your Kafka to 80 because DOT will be also, since it's transformative, it'll be scaling on your level, which sucks. And your attack as well, but if you don't get your Kafka to level 80, it's like the equivalent of not leveling up your relics or leveling up a talent. That's how big it is. So it's a pain in the ass, because I think everyone knows it's already a pain in the ass to get to 1 to 70. It's a whole different demon getting to 70 to 80, because that resource is brutal sometimes, but also you can look at it like this, since she doesn't really rely on crit, you're not in the hands of RNGs at most times, because you just need attack, speed, and a bit of hit rate, and you're chilling for real. But I think we should move on to some other stuff you should be considering for Kafka.
Doesn't sound very interesting.
Well, obviously, Kafka signature icon will be her best, but obviously that design is sick crazy, but she has a lot of options surprisingly. For one, the free icon you can get to in position 5, which has a very suggestive picture, but very soon in 1.3 will be a new 5-star Nihility icon will be added in the simulated universe, so we can collect in the Herder shop. So that's something to look forward to for sure, but we won't be able to get it when Kafka drops, so that kind of sucks, but it'll give you enough time. If you watch this video, I would recommend, and if you want Kafka and you want the Lycon, you should probably save up all the Herder bonds you have for the Lycon for sure. And obviously she has some gacha options as well. She has the sample icon, and if you want some team damage, let's say if you're using servals again, you can go with the one that can decrease defense. So that's basically it.
Time to say bye.
So my final thoughts on Kafka, the character, is I think she's gonna be a very interesting character to say for sure, because she'll be opening a new way to play the game for sure. But should you summon for her? Well, that's up to you. That can depend on a few things. But if you like Kafka and want her and you would like her kit, then definitely go for it. But you can skip she for sure, because more units are coming the way. But Kafka seems like a very strong character to pull for if you want her. So yeah, and her kit is very cool in my opinion, but with all that said, I will be trying to go for Kafka of course, but I don't think I'll be able to get she because I have no pity for she. So I think that's all for today's video. I think I said everything I wanted to say, so with all that said, thank you so much for watching this video. I do appreciate if you made this far. Let me know if you made this far, and I'll hatch a conk. I appreciate your support. Let me know what you're doing next, and let me know what you guys think of what I have to say. You agree with me? You disagree with me? Let me know down below, because I want to hear what you have to say, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to kill you. Meh. Probably might kill you, but still comment anyway, because I love that stuff. But anyway, final thought, Kafka is hot as fuck. Her bonuses are going to go through the roof, regardless, is what I have to say. So with all that said, have a safe day. Be safe. Love you guys, and goodbye.